What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Wednesday, November 28th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay, let's take a look at the point guard position. I like Russell Westbrook from the Oklahoma City Thunder playing the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, but they give up the 9th most fantasy points to opposing point guards. Russell Westbrook has scored 50, 61, and 52 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 53.2 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 33 minutes per game with a 33% usage rate. Russell Westbrook is $10,900 DraftKings salary. He's $200 more on FanDuel. I like his price on both sites. He's projected at 56.6 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.2 times value. He's got that 60-70 point upside. Of course, you can chase the 89 fantasy point game that James Harden had, but Russell Westbrook has a much better matchup. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all our DFS tools for NFL, and the tools for NBA are awesome. This is a great time to get in and try everything for 1 month. The tools are all about saving research time. You can see the last 3 games, the fantasy points per game, the targets they got per game, so you can see how involved they are in the offense, the rushes they got per game. Seeing all this stuff on one screen helps you save time and make better picks. Okay, moving on to the shooting guard position. I like Jimmy Butler from the Philadelphia 76ers playing the New York Knicks, who have the 6th worst defense overall. They're actually pretty good defending opposing shooting guards. But Jimmy Butler has scored 64, 35, and 33 fantasy points in his last 3 games. He's averaging 39.1 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 36 minutes per game with a 23% usage rate. Jimmy Butler is only $7,800 DraftKings salary. He's $900 more on FanDuel. I like that DraftKings price, projected at 40.4 fantasy points here tonight. That will be 5.2 times value. It's a high-paced game at home. I'm taking a chance on Jimmy Butler. Okay, let's take a look at the small forward position. I like Jeremy Lamb from the Charlotte Hornets playing the Atlanta Hawks, who are the absolute worst defense overall and give up the absolute most fantasy points to opposing small forwards. Jeremy Lamb has scored 42, 33, and 32 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 27.9 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 27 minutes per game with a 22% usage rate. Jeremy Lamb is $6,400 DraftKings salary. He's $200 more on FanDuel. There's an implied total of 232.5 points in this game. Plenty of points to go around. Jeremy Lamb has been exceeding his average the last 3 games, over 30 fantasy points the last 3 games, and he's going to need about 32 fantasy points here tonight to get 5 times value. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, moving on to the power forward position. I like Markieff Morris from the Washington Wizards playing the New Orleans Pelicans, who have the 2nd worst defense overall and give up the 10th most fantasy points to opposing power forwards. Markieff Morris has scored 43, 33, and 32 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 22.9 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 26 minutes per game with an 18% usage rate. Those numbers are all way up because Dwight Howard remains out. He'll be out again this game. Markieff Morris's price hasn't come up that much, only $5,100 DraftKings salary, although it's $1,400 more on FanDuel. I love that DraftKings price. He's projected for 22.9 fantasy points here tonight, but that should be higher due to the injury with Dwight Howard. He should get more minutes. He should score around 30 fantasy points and get you over 5 times value. Okay, moving on to the center position. I like Brook Lopez from the Milwaukee Bucks playing the Chicago Bulls, who have the second worst defense overall and give up the third most fantasy points to opposing centers. Brook Lopez has scored 28, 15, and 21 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 22.7 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 27 minutes per game with a 16% usage rate. Brook Lopez is only $4,800 DraftKings salary. He's $400 more on FanDuel, projected at 23.2 fantasy points here tonight. He's going to need about 25 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. He's got 50-point upside. He's done it earlier in the year. I don't think he's going to get that much in this matchup, but if he gets 30 plus fantasy points, you've just crushed value. I love Brook Lopez in a high-paced game at home. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for week 9. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck.